Hi everyone, it's your girl Tamari, the Astro Fashionista. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't, please subscribe below. Press the bell icon for notifications and give this video a thumbs up. Today I'm going to be giving you our May 2019 horoscopes, and I cannot believe it's already May, you guys. I feel like this year just started. But this is going to be a pretty decent month. It's going to be a good time to get things done. We have the Sun in Taurus. So first, let's go over the general astrological forecast for all 12 signs. So what do you guys think about my new astrological wheel? This was purchased from a woman called Kesenya. She's an AstroLada astrologer. I will link her information, AstroLada's information, down below. She hand makes these, I believe, and I thought it would be the perfect thing for my monthly horoscope. So hope this helps you guys understand the astrology a little bit more. So first, let's talk about what's going on generally for all the 12 signs. So starting with May 1st. So the Sun is currently in Taurus. And whenever the Sun is in Taurus, Taurus is the first earth sign of the zodiac. It's my zodiac sign. My birthday was actually April 22nd, but it's not about me. So Taurus is all about being steadfast, stable, luxury loving, all about the five senses, being in touch with touch, feel, taste, sight. It's a very sensual sign. And when the Sun is there, we're all feeling a little bit more in tune with those parts of ourselves. So that is a big thing for the month, of course. But on May 1st, we have Mercury in Aries. So we have Mercury here. This little guy is here in Aries, and Mars is actually in Gemini down here. And Mercury is the communication planet. I think a lot of you guys are familiar with Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is actually making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini, because those two signs are sextile on May 1st. That's a great day to put action behind ideas. The only thing is that Mercury is also squaring. It's making a square to Saturn, which is up here in Capricorn. So even if you do have a new idea that's that you want to work on, it's going to take a lot of hard work because of that Saturn influence. So just make sure that you're ready for the task. On May 2nd, we have Mercury again making a positive aspect to Jupiter. Jupiter is in his home sign Sagittarius, and Jupiter expands everything. It's the biggest planet on here. My sun got all messed up, so that's why the sun looks so small. But Jupiter expands everything that it touches, and Mercury making a positive aspect to Jupiter again reinforces the whole idea of doing something on a big scale, having a big idea, bringing something new into fruition that's going to take a lot of hard work. But remember, Jupiter is retrograde. So whatever is started right now might take a little bit longer. You might have to redo things over and over again until you get it right with Jupiter retrograde. And then we also have on May 2nd, the same day, Mercury squaring Pluto. So again, even though there's a positive aspect, there's also a more difficult one. That's a day that we should all watch what we say, watch our words, because whatever we say that day, we can't take back. So just, I'm giving you a little bit of caution there. On May 4th, we have a Taurus new moon. The moon is down here in Taurus, and new moons are all about new beginnings, fresh starts, really making your dreams come true if you have dreams, wiping the slate clean and just starting fresh. This Taurus new moon happens when the moon is actually making a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces, its home sign, right here. So that's considered a sextile. And so that's going to be a day that is good for putting actions behind your dreams, because Pisces is a sign all about dreams. Neptune's is all about making things dreamy and being harmonious. And with the new moon there, it really could be a foundation for bringing your dreams to fruition. And then on the second week of May, we have, on May 6th, we have Mercury entering Taurus. So Mercury's here, it then moves down here into Taurus. The moon is going to be moving because the moon moves every 2.5 days. It's not going to be completely accurate all the time. But when the Mercury is in Taurus, Mercury in Aries was very fiery energy. It was very direct energy, saying things before you maybe think about them. Taurus is probably the opposite. Mercury in Taurus is being very methodical about the things you say, thinking before you speak, maybe speaking a little slower, so we'll all be feeling a little more calm, which I think is great after this fiery Aries energy. So Mercury will be there. And then on May 8th, Mercury is going to conjunct with Uranus. So as you can see, we have these two big planets here. Well, this is the sun. Uranus is here. Uranus is in Taurus for the next 7 years, which is a huge deal. Mercury is going to sit right next to Uranus on May 8th. And that can bring an idea out of the whim for some of us. Mercury is all about change. I mean, Mercury is about communication, but Uranus is all about unexpected change, inspiration, just things moving pretty swiftly and out of the blue. So when Mercury is there, it can mean just a new idea, but it can also mean saying things just off the fly and not really thinking them through. It won't be too, I'm not too worried since Mercury is in Taurus, but just a little bit of caution. Don't say that I didn't warn you. And then on that same day, May 8th, we still have Sun making a harmonious aspect to Neptune. The Sun's here. Again, Neptune's here. So again, that's going to be a great day for like creative pursuits, being artsy, being in harmony, just really having just a nice, pleasant time, because Taurus loves to be pleasant, and so does Pisces. And when Pisces is in Neptune, it's at home where it's going to be for a very, very long time. So that's just a nice harmonious time. On May 9th, we have Venus in Aries. So Venus, the love planet right here, is in Aries, and that's going to be making a positive aspect to Jupiter in Sagittarius up here. These are two fire signs. It's what's called a trine. That is actually a really good day to be feeling good. You're feeling optimistic, but watch out for being a little bit too optimistic, because at the same time it's making that harmonious aspect, it's making a hard aspect to Pluto in Capricorn, which is, you can see Pluto is up here. So although we'll be feeling good for the most part, because Venus is a benefic planet, Jupiter is a benefic planet, that square to Pluto. Pluto is a very powerful planet, very intense. It's just causing, I mean, there's going to be a lot of passion probably that day, but just watch out for having passion with like the wrong person or something like that. Then on May 11th, we have Sun making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. The Sun is here, Capricorn is here, and Saturn's here for a while. Capricorn and Taurus are considered trine each other. That's a positive aspect in astrology. That's an excellent day for getting things done, because Taurus likes to work hard, Capricorn likes to work hard, the Sun, which is all about our vitality, and Saturn, which is all about hard work or in harmony. So it's a great time to like get things done. So really use that energy. On May 13th, after the Sun makes that positive aspect to Saturn, it's going to make a positive aspect to Pluto in Capricorn. That's another day for getting things done, to really transform things, putting personal power behind, or putting action behind something, using your personal power. Great day for that. On May 14th, we have Venus in Aries, making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini. That is actually, that is a really passionate day, actually. Not passionate as if those two planets were in like maybe a water sign, but anytime Mars and Venus hook up, it's like fireworks. And Venus is all about love, and Mars is about action and passion. So those two being in harmony can make it a really passionate day. Even though it's in a fire and an air sign, you might be connecting with someone on maybe an intellectual level. May 15th, we have Venus actually moving into Taurus. And this is great news, because Venus actually rules Taurus. So it's at home in Taurus, and it's all about, you know, feeling good, embracing your luxury life or your luxurious side of life, pampering yourself, being creative. It's really good for finances since Taurus rules money. It's a really good place for Venus to be. So that's on May 15th. On that same day, Mercury is actually making a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces. So again, feeling very dreamy and romantic. A lot of us are going to be feeling that way. But then Mars is going to enter Cancer, which is not the best placement for Mars because it's considered to be in detriment there, because Mars is exalted, which exalted means like on another level. A grand level in Capricorn, and Cancer is opposite Capricorn, so it's considered to be in detriment when it moves there. It's not terrible, but just something we might be feeling like a little bit of a slowdown, because Mars is all about action and vitality, and Cancer kind of takes its time to get things done. So there's a little bit of a slowdown there. May 21st, the Sun is actually going to enter Gemini. And now it's a social time. This is a time of the year for us to kind of connect, form new friendships, talk, go out, connect with people, maybe do some short trips or things like that. I'm just going to move this here so it's more spotlight on Gemini. So the Sun will be there. Great time for socializing. And then Mercury also enters Gemini that same day. And Mercury rules Gemini. It rules Gemini and Virgo. So it loves to be at home in Gemini. So this is really going to be more of a social time for everyone, especially if you are a Gemini or maybe another air sign. Okay, and then on May 29th, Mercury is actually going to square Neptune in Pisces. Mercury, again, is about communication, ideas. Neptune is all about disillusionment. It dissolves things. It can cause a little confusion. Yes, it makes things more hyper creative, but it also is not great for with things that are not solidified. So this is not a great day to make decisions. May 29th, I would wait until this transit is over because we're not feeling so clear. Then on May 31st, we have Venus in Taurus. Venus is here, making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. This is a beautiful day for like art project. It's a good day for money because Saturn is all about structure and laying a foundation. So if you've been being careful with your money, you could see maybe a payoff there. It's a good time to maybe make an investment if you're thinking of doing that. It's a good time to solidify a romantic relationship because Saturn likes to add structure to things, and Venus does rule romance. So that's a beautiful day as well. Okay, so now keep watching for more information about your sign in particular. Hi Scorpio, welcome to May. This month you have partnerships on your radar. Taurus is the opposite sign of Scorpio, and there's a lot of Taurus activity with it being Taurus season. On May 4th, we actually have a Taurus new moon in your 7th house of partnerships. For those of you that are single, this is an excellent time to try to manifest a long-term romantic partner if that's what you want. Whether it's a marriage, whether it's a domestic partnership, whether it's a business partnership, it's a good time to kind of get clear around what you want in that area of your life. On May 6th, Mercury is going to enter Taurus. Again, in that area, you're going to want to be talking about relationships. You're going to be thinking about relationships. You might want to confide in other people about relationships and maybe what you should do, maybe what you're doing wrong. Maybe you're counseling somebody else on relationships during that time. On May 9th, we have Venus in Aries, and Aries rules your 6th house of work, service, health. It's making a positive aspect to Sagittarius and Jupiter and Sagittarius in your 2nd. This is the money. This is really good. This is really good for money, from career, from your everyday work. It could be maybe you get an unexpected bonus, or maybe something happens where like you didn't get paid. If you are hourly, you get some overtime. These are just like random scenarios, but anytime there's a positive aspect between your work house and finance house, there could be some good things happening in those areas. On May 11th, we have the Sun in Taurus making a positive aspect to Saturn and Capricorn, and in a couple of days to Pluto. So that is telling me that there's some good communication going on in regards to relationships. It could be that maybe you are taking a short trip with a partner because we have some activity in the 7th house, and then the 3rd house rules short distance travel. Maybe you're writing something. Maybe you're writing something with a writing partner. Maybe you're a public speaker and you're doing a podcast with someone else. This could manifest in several different ways. Then on May 15th, Venus equals Taurus, enters Taurus. That's also still excellent for you, Scorpio. Again, it's bringing romance and creativity and love and harmony to this area of partnerships. Great time to do a romantic getaway with a partner. Not even a getaway, but just be romantic in general, even if you're home, just expressing your love. That's a good thing to do around that time. Then on May 18th, we have an important full moon in your sign. Anytime there's a full moon or a new moon in your sign, it's very significant. So there's something coming to fruition, something that you maybe started 6 months ago that's coming to a close. And I'll be interested to hear how this manifests for you. Leave it in the comments after you watch this video, and if something happens, I want to know what happens. But it's an important full moon for you, Scorpio. And then on May 21st, the sun is going to enter into Gemini in your 8th house here. Mercury is going to enter there as well. And this again is about money, Cancer. Mars is going to enter in Cancer. Money, shared resources with another partner or with a partner. How you can share your resources. Maybe you want to pay down some debts. Maybe you want to pay down some credit card bills. There's going to be intense focus on that area of your life. And then on May 29th, we have Mercury in Gemini, making a not so easy aspect to Neptune in Pisces, which rules your 5th house. So this actually is not a good day for, I would say, if you meet a new person, if you're single around that date, just watch out, because it's disillusionment, it's confusing energy, it's not clear, it's not the best day to really be making important decisions or long-term decisions. But then we round off the end of the month, or in the month, on a positive note, May 31st with Venus in Taurus, making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn in your 3rd house. Again, that's the same energy that I was talking about with partnerships and writing and expressing yourself and being positive, and you're just going to be feeling good about where your relationships are at that time. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next month, Scorpio.